What's going on, family? I hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching TLP Sports Club on YouTube. The show that you are watching is TLP Live. Guys, I'm your host. I go by the name of Harry B, and the B means billion. So, we all thought that it was an easy decision. Joe Flacco leaves the Cleveland Browns. He's been traded next door. Somebody said it was 248 miles down the road to Cincinnati, right? Shedeur or Dylan Gabriel is QB number 1. Naturally, Shedeur's right there. He's been there. He would be QB number 2. Not so fast. He's not been given the QB2 spot. It was fun while it lasted. Tom Brady was one of the better quarterbacks, or maybe let's just say he's the GOAT. Maybe better than Joe Montana. But he had a coach. His name was Bill Belichick. Okay? Was Bill Belichick and Tom Brady like Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson? Who needed who? Bill Belichick just got to college football because the NFL didn't want him. And now he's about to exit. Or at least that's what I'm hearing. Colorado, they cooked. Let's talk about it. Before we do, I got to run my intro. So hold on for the intro.
BWB, bandwagon buffs.
That's right. It's your man's Harry Billion. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. All right, family, I got to go ahead and get into this video real quick. So that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. Let's not waste no time because I don't have that much of a time. I keep trying to get up off out of here and get on to bed. So let's go ahead and get this show started right away, guys, because we got to end real soon. And let me just say this. This is motivation for someone. If I can do it, why not you? I'm serious. If I can do it, why not you? I just left my 9 to 5, and now I got to come and work on the YouTube. You see what I'm saying? I got off from the job, and here I am. I got to put the lights on the studio and work on the YouTube thing. If I can do it, what excuses do you have? You see what I'm saying? I get off of work late, and I still got to make sure that I keep the channel going. So if I can do it, I'm sure whatever your thing is, you can stop making excuses and get to work. Work on it. You can do this. I believe in you. I'm telling you. I may be a small YouTube channel right now, but that don't mean I'm always going to be a small YouTube channel if I just keep working at it. My friend, if I can do it, so can you. Let's go ahead and talk football. All right, here we go. Let's start with Bill Belichick and his UNC potential exit. The argument is out there that maybe Tom Brady made Belichick, or maybe it's just a thing where, Belichick is just like Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan. I don't know if Phil Jackson is Phil Jackson, like the GOAT of all coaches, without Michael Jordan. Did I say Michael Jackson the first couple of times? Man, when you're sleepy, boy. Woo-wee. Anyway, Michael Jordan. I think I said Michael Jordan. But anyways. JR Boxing, what up with you? Todd Smith, Dallas is in the building. Put some respect on Dallas. Navalia Brown, what up with y'all? Hope all is well. So the argument is out there. Did Michael Jordan make Phil Jackson? Did Phil Jackson make Michael Jordan? Or did they need each other? Now, Tom Brady, did he make Belichick? Or did Belichick make Tom Brady? Or did they need each other? I would say the argument is going to be a lifelong argument that I don't think that we're ever going to get to the bottom of. Because together they did some great things. But word on the coaching streets, Belichick is hard to deal with. He's like one of those diva actors where people, once they coin you that you're too hard to deal with, then nobody wants to touch you. You're too hard to work with. Nobody wants a diva because I got to keep working with you. And your attitude or your personality, whatever it is just too much. And it's hard to deal with. We're dealing with Shedeur Sanders with the same thing. Some people just don't want to deal with that in their organization. So the NFL said no. New England said, we don't want you no more. Who knows what happened? A coach like that, I'm sure hopefully one day they'll work it out. But a coach like that, after you win them so many Super Bowls, now New England, something happened where New England is like, we don't want no part of that. And Bill Belichick is just like, he won't even let anybody talk about UNC, the Patriots around him. So obviously something toxic went down. So BG said, wake up, bruh. If I can do it, so can you. Your boy's struggling, okay? You know, that's how motivation works. You struggle through it, but hey, if I can do it, while you're crying inside, if I can do it, so can you. Anyway, yeah, man. So I don't know what's happening with Bill Belichick. What happened with Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots, but they didn't want him around. And then when he tried to get another job, nobody wanted him anywhere near their program, near their organization. Allegedly, okay? Don't come for me, man. I know you got a young girlfriend. Don't let her come for me because I'm sure she's on the internet just looking for trolls to sue, okay? So don't come for me. Allegedly, okay? So he came to college. He's like, oh, okay, let me go try my hands in college. Everybody was ready to crown him. I don't know what it is about these white people, that people just be ready to crown you with no matter what. I mean, come on. Bill Belichick, people were ready to crown him already. Oh, he's about to be the GOAT in college. Nope. They've started off to a really rocky start. And now there are whispers where they are so ready to get rid of this guy. UNC is already reportedly discussing potential exit strategies for Bill Belichick, and some think he might not make it to next week. Wow. Potential exit strategy, bro? Who's leaking this stuff? Via at the Heel 247. Hey, Peter, you made it early today. Thank you for joining. I know these are weird times, but it seemed like I'm being I think I've done 3 shows at around this hour. So I pray to God that hopefully I can make this a regular thing. Right now I'm just trying it out. I'm just gonna keep doing it as much as my eyes can take. When I get sleepy, I'm just gonna fall asleep right here. Okay, y'all gonna just say, Harry, we know. The 9 to 5 is killing me, guys. Lord, but you know you got to feed the family. You got a kid in college. He needs money. We got to pay some of his tuition. And then you got a 10-year-old who also needs money. So, and then the YouTube thing, you got to build it. But if you build it, they will come. Where are they? Nobody told you that. Like, where are they? Where they going to come? Anyways, it's okay. I can do this, and so can you. But yeah, man, I don't know what in the world is going on. I mean, like, what was the expectations for UNC and Bill Belichick? What? I mean, come on. We know when you come from up here. Let me make this smaller so you can see my veins in my face. You know, when you come from up here, it's hard to really match that. But was there not no conversations that were had about a building or like a rebuilding year? Why are we trying to treat the GOAT, Belichick, like he's supposed to come in and they're supposed UNC that stunk forever, they're supposed to just come in and just get it like that? That don't even make no daggone sense. Like, stop playing with me, man. Y'all didn't have no conversations that this was going to take some time. Like, this is college. You are a powerhouse in basketball, but you're going to take some time to actually put this thing together. You're going to have to give him some time to recruit. We've been crying for that for Coach Prime in Colorado, in Boulder. Belichick never talked to them on, like, told them how real this is. He didn't have nobody that was like, consulting with him to give him the real talk. Like, hey, Josh Pate didn't call him. Nobody called him. Like, he didn't seek nobody's advice. He didn't even listen to TLP. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years now since Coach Prime came to the Power 4. It was Power 5 at the time. We've been talking about how difficult it is to turn this thing around. Some people have been saying 3 to 5 years. Some say, like, man, you got to do no conversations to let them know, like, give them some realistic expectations to say, hey, man, look, it's going to take some time, and I hope you have some patience. And now, after a little while, like, they're ready to get rid of him. If you're ready to get rid of Bill Belichick, then that can only tell me that your expectations were way too high. You thought, since y'all stunk at football and y'all were great at basketball, that if you just put the name Belichick on your, brought him on campus with his young girlfriend, she's probably taking some classes too. You know what I'm saying? To get her associate, because she's associated with with Belichick. I don't think that was a good joke, but I hope it didn't go over somebody's head. But yeah, man, but I don't know. Like, I feel like when a coach comes into a situation, they need to be upfront with the university or whoever they hired them. Like, just tell them the truth. Tell them, I understand that I have a name, and I understand that me and Tom Brady, we did some great things in, upstate. But I want y'all to know that y'all need to have some patience. We're going to build this thing, but we need to have some patience. And let's set the expectations to, maybe lower it just a little bit, just to let y'all know, what I'm saying? It'll be a blessing if we get 1 or 2 games in while I'm trying to figure out who we are and who we're going to be representing, what I'm saying? What our identity is going to be. We've had those conversations here concerning Coach Prime and his Buffs, right? So if you don't have those conversations, if you come in and you're just going to say, okay, we're about to win, and you don't win, you weren't just going to win because your name was Bill Belichick. I know the comparison started and people were ready to crown him, just like they try to do the same thing with Arch Manning. They didn't give that young man no chance. Threw him in the fire. Heisman, ranked number 1 preseason AP poll. I was like, where? What are you talking about? Texas ranked number 1 overall in the AP poll? AP, you're so lazy and you're sloppy. I saw this coming, just like over there in Cleveland, which we're going to get to in a little bit. Starting Joe Flacco like, we didn't tell y'all that this was. Why y'all don't listen to the fans? Oh, yeah, we're supposed to be the stupid ones. Y'all the professionals. Y'all know everything. Come on, man. Y'all need to start listening to people like us out here in these real streets in these real worlds where we got to go to work and it takes us a long time to get to our haircuts. And then we come on here and try to run YouTube channels, but at least we're paying attention. At least we're realistic about our situations. I'm sleepy as heck, but I still got to talk to folks because I know if I don't, my YouTube channel is going to go dormant. And once it goes dormant, anything I post will not be shared by YouTube. At least I'm realistic. Come on now. I know it's going to take me years to build this thing to where I really wanted to be, where I can bring on guests and have talk shows and have different things to talk about, yada, yada, yada. And one day I'm going to be a big time YouTuber or a sportscaster. I know that. But we're realistic. Why aren't these professionals realistic about the situations they're getting themselves into when we can see it a mile away? What is going on? Why is Unc about to leave? How you fire a man like over there in Penn State? Son lose 2 games and all of a sudden they forgot last year. They forgot what he did last summer. Like, let the man get a chance to build something. You don't just come in and start winning. Yeah, if let's say it was the basketball team, I would understand. Okay? If it was the basketball team and it started off like this, I would certainly understand why the rumors are starting to spiral or go out there in the rumor verse. But it's college football. It's a different beast. A whole nother beast that I'm still learning from Josh Pate, DC Carson music. All right, JR Boxing, Phil Surreal, all of them, I'm learning from all of them, trying to figure this thing out and find my own little niche in this. You weren't going to expect your program that hadn't won nothing. Kids don't just go to programs for names. They want to win and they want to go to the NFL. And if you check Bill Belichick the last time, no NFL team wanted to smell him around their quarters. So you expected people to just flock over to UNC because you got a basketball name and your football program has not been prominent for years? What in the world was the expectations? What was the expectation? How many wins y'all really thought he was going to bring up? Like, he ain't have Tom Brady. I don't understand some of these organizations. They don't have realistic expectations. Because you thought it was Bill Belichick, you thought Tom Brady was going to sneak up in the building and play quarterback for him so you can start winning? No, that's not how it works. Tom Brady is old. He's actually calling games now. He's not playing no more. He was not going to suit up. So what y'all expect? How many games did y'all really think UNC was going to win? UNC? Seriously? All you UNC fans. By the way, I came out of that UNC system. All right? My campus was in Greensboro, North Carolina, and Chapel Hill was, up the street. Not like up the street, but like up the street. I got friends who are from Chapel Hill. I've been to Chapel Hill. I mean, it's serious. It's a serious sports town. They are serious about their sports. But I think Belichick is the type of guy that could have, brought some type of, change to that program. But again, I don't know. Maybe they're talking to the players and the players are not feeling confident. Or maybe they're talking to staff, because some of these things, when it starts to happen, it's not like you just see the wins and losses and you just go and say, okay, let's just pull the plug. I think you talk to people around the program to say, hey, how's it going? And if it's not going well, then you start to, say, okay, maybe this thing was a bad idea. Because if nobody wanted him in the NFL, then it's possible that whatever toxic relationships or the way that he runs things, maybe that's not enough for us. That's not good enough for us to be able to build something with him. And then that's a plausible reason for you to say, all right, let's go ahead and cut ties, because it's not going to work. But you got to give a guy a chance. If that's not what's going on, then you got to give him a chance. If that's what's going on, then I definitely understand that aspect, because there's no way you want to have that toxicity. You don't want to have that around because you can't build from that. If the players don't like him, if the staff don't like him, then you want to make sure that you kind of rid yourself before it gets too late. Because that's a poison you want to get rid of. But if it's not, and the guy just happened to be losing and he can't figure out, he just got to college. Like, good gosh, let him figure this thing out. My Lord. But again, he could be his own enemy. Most of us are our own number one enemy. Like we get in our own way. And maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. But unfortunately, that is the news. That's part of the news in college football. All right, so let me see what your thoughts, what you're thinking out there. Peter Investor said Arch Manning is not him. Oh yeah, Peter Investor. Yeah, you see some of those. If you go to the channel, you'll see some of those lives are chopped up. I try to chop up some of the stuff that is more interesting, so that I post some of the stuff that's more interesting. I definitely do that. I use our Opus Clips for those of you who are YouTubers or trying to get into it. Opus Clip is great. That's what I use to chop up my stuff. They put they'll chop it up, they'll edit it for you. They'll do a great job, and they'll put the captions on there for you as well. So Opus Clips is what I use. I'm gonna reach out to Opus Clips and see if they can sponsor the show. You know what I'm saying? Let them give me a few dollars because I can definitely push their product. I think that's a product that kind of like that fits with who I am and what I do here at TLP. Leave Bill Lady of Johnson. Quantity versus quality. Yeah. I try to make sure that when I post something is legit. It's not just like me just spamming y'all with, because I got most of our lives are like over 2 hours. So if I was to cut that into like 60-second clips, can you imagine how much content I got behind the scenes? I don't want to just spam the channel with like just random stuff. So I try to make sure that I'm a little selective with what I clip. So, but that's a great idea though. All right, so that's Bill Belichick. Let's go ahead and talk about Shedeur Sanders not being number 2. Okay, so this one is not making much sense to me. Before I start the Shedeur thing, let me give a shout out to G. Bush. He's one of these commentators that's in the Cleveland Browns ecosystem. I think he's on the Ultimate Cleveland Show. If there's one person, I mean, I just got introduced to him. Maybe one day we'll work, but his takes they inspire me. The way that he talks about the stuff, they inspire me. I like the way that he thinks about sports, and I like the way that he thinks about every situation. Like he's nice with it. You know what I'm saying? So he inspires me. I like that. So I just wanted to say shout out to G. Bush. Yes. I'm telling you, one day like this weekend, I'm going to get some sleep and my words are going to come back. I'm going to be sharp. Right now, like just, deal with, help me, please. Lord. So you said you might be related. I know the features. We're both kind of heavy set, you know what I'm saying? We're dark skinned. So don't do it. Don't do it, BG. Don't do it to him. Don't do it. Oh, Lord. G. Bush, holler at me, man. Let's do something together. We both got that energy. But yeah, man, I like the way he does it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I got to be very careful how, every time I give somebody a shout out, I give them love, then all of a sudden, like, some weird thing happens in that universe, and then they become an enemy. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I was just trying to give you a compliment. I was just trying to help. You know what I'm saying? Like, black people, man, we can't help each other. Hopefully he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't know me. I don't know him. I just see that he was one of the people that I was introduced to once I switched over to follow my Louis boys and got to Cleveland. I saw him on the internet. He came on my algorithm. So, and when I see his shorts and I see the way that he approaches and he attacks each subject, I say, look, I like his thinking. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to you, G. Bush. One of these days, y'all will hear somebody out there giving me a shout out, because I'll do it without their consent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that comes on, and if I just like them, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to say, hey, do this for me. No, I just do it. That's just my heart. But go figure. Peter Investor, I appreciate you paying for the live tonight. Okay. Some of these lives are not getting the views that it'll take like when Shedeur was. Anytime Shedeur is active, we get a lot of people. When Shedeur's not active, we don't get a lot of people. You feel me? But we need Shedeur. That's why we all like trying to, hey man, Shedeur, can Cleveland please figure this thing out so that we can all eat? But in the meantime, I want to say thank you for those who support the channel. All right, because if we don't get these type of blessings like Peter Investor and his super chat, then these lives don't get the 1,000 views or the 20,000 views like it used to and whatever, and we don't eat. That's just the fair truth. And I like to be truthful on this channel. So, Peter Investor, I just wanted to say, my guy, thank you for investing in your boy. All right. You're like one of those people that, no matter how big I become, when I'm on TV or somewhere or doing something, like, where's my guy Peter Investor? Let me see if he want to invest in something I'm about to do. You feel me? Maybe I got like 50K for him. Let me see if he wants to go in on this. That's how life works, right? That's what God wants us to do. You remember the people that supported you when you was on the come up. If you forget about them, they ain't nothing to them, because they already know why they're doing it. You're doing it to God, who sent them to you. Y'all don't know that? If you forget about them, they don't care either way. They already know why they're doing it. Their blessing is already there. But if you forget it, God's going to remember. They may not say nothing, but God will. Cheers. You got to have a good heart. And I do have a good heart. And the only reason why it's good is because of God. It's not because of myself. If you leave me alone, boy, I'll tear everything up. Anyways, Shantae, don't start your mess tonight. I ain't got time for this. What up, Shantae? Hope all is well. Oh, man, I had to put out some fires today at work. It was interesting. But I'm the type of guy that puts out the fires. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that guy. I'm him. He's him, and I'm little him. Don't start, Shantae. Don't start. Okay, I only have a few minutes left. I say that every night. And I got a bone to pick with my wife too. You know what she said? Let me just veer off a little bit. You know what she said the other night? She gonna talk about, I hope she ain't listening. She gonna talk about, yeah, I know that your child's not here no more, and like, you're working late and you're waking up early, but every time you come home, you just go to the studio. And I said, you just go to your studio, you just go to that room over there. Go to that room over there. What? Girl, I'm trying to run a multi-million-dollar sports channel. She talking about you go to that room over there. I said, you see what women be doing? You see this? You know what? I can't. When you're small, they don't remember. They're always trying to look down on you. You're gonna just go over there to that room, and then we be out here, and then you be like, oh, why am I about to eat dinner by myself when you finish? We got things to do. Excuse me? I can't. when you wake up before everybody wakes up, and then you got to go to sleep early. Hey, Surf, she ain't paying me no respect because I'm a small little channel with 20,000 subscribers. Now it's like, oh, you going to your little room over there. And I said, excuse me? You mean my multi-million-dollar studio that I go to every single day when I come from my job? That little room. You know what? I ain't doing it. I can't do it. What do those slave movies be saying? Girl, I go out there all day and I get beat up all day. When I come home, I deserve some respect from you, black woman. They beat me up out there. I don't need to be coming home and getting beat up too by you. And you're supposed to be my queen. And you treating me like I'm not even your king. She gonna be the first cashing those checks. You should be thinking about YouTube checks too. Those TLP checks, when they come through, her eyes be lit up. Oh, you made a lot this month. I said, yeah. Stop playing with me. Go into your little room over there. What are you talking about? This is a multi-million-dollar studio. What are you talking about? This equipment costs more than her ring. Don't tell her that. Oh. Oh. Stephen Childs, what up, man? Did I just slip one up? This equipment costs more than her ring. Oh Lord, I'm gonna pay for that. I'm gonna pay for that one later. All right, man. Let's get back to work. Okay, so we're on Shedeur now. Shedeur has not been named the starter. I got questions, man. I got real serious questions here. Because at this point, what are we doing? Right? Excuse me. Like, what are we doing at this point? Because where's that thing that I'm looking for? Okay, there it goes. Yo, Steven, I'm good, man. I'm all is well. Yeah, sir. She's thinking it's like, oh, I just go into that little room over there. She's like, and then she try to sneak in there. Oh, I know you be working. You know, she try to downplay it and then like threw in there so the argument don't get too rough because then she can use the little crutch that she threw in there. Oh, I know you've been working. Then how you gonna start with that little room over there and doesn't matter? Oh, but I know you be working. Yo, this ain't fair, bro. This ain't fair. Nobody told me the blueprint. Nobody told me it was gonna be hard. I thought I was gonna come on YouTube and blow up. Somebody lied. Somebody lied. Oh man. I said, man, how many shows have I done? Aaron on Demand, she blew up after 6 videos. I was like, hey girl, what I gotta do? Shake some? I ain't saying she shook some. I'm just saying. I ain't got nothing to shake anyways. So yeah, man. The Browns Stefanski let week play out. Browns Stefanski to let week play out before deciding on QB2. So can y'all try to help me figure this out? Because there's one thing you can say that, okay, maybe they're trying to manage expectations. They're trying to protect the organization from the mob. They're trying a lot of things to try to make sure that they, they don't let the cat out the bag. There's a lot of ways you can kind of spin certain things and give them the benefit of the doubt, right? To say, okay, we get it. But when it comes to this here Shedeur things, there's a few things out there where everybody just feels like they're doing Shedeur dirty. Right. And then if you have a rational mind, you want to make sure that you get to a point where you say, okay, let me make sure that I'm not drinking too much of the Kool-Aid. Let me make sure I understand that the Browns are doing the right thing for their organization. Right. And though I'm a Shedeur fan, um, I don't want to jump the gun by just always accusing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like other channels that just like it's either a racial thing or it's it's a racial thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the black man is being sabotaged. Like I want to be responsible. I want my takes, the Liberian perspective. I want that perspective to be respectful, and I wanted to have some type of street creds and some. I wanted to have some credence, right? So when I come on here, I don't want to get caught up in the cult talking points. I want to give a respectful take that even if Shantae hates on me, she can still respect it. You know what I'm saying? She can say, okay, I respect it, but I ain't gotta like it, which is fine, right? We're gonna have differences, but I'm starting to believe the people that say the Browns are sabotaging Shedeur's career. I'm starting to lean on the people that say that have been saying the Browns are doing Shedeur dirty. Because at this point, you're like, okay, when you say let the week play out before you make a decision, let us know what's in the week. You let preseason pass. I mean, you let OTAs. We started all the way from OTAs, from the announcement, OTAs. When Shedeur was wearing that, was it a green, like, cutoff shirt? I mean, we've been through this journey together. Every single snap you did in practice, we pumped it up. We've been here. Y'all been telling us to kick rocks for a long time, and we are getting utterly sick with it. The Shedeur fan base have been waiting for something to cling on. We're out here crying for a little bit of something. But this organization, every time we turn the corner, they slap us right back down to tell us, nope, not yet. Nope, it's not happening. The week to play out in what way? What are you looking to see in a week that you haven't seen in those months that have led up to this 1 week? What will change? What week is playing out? You're talking contracts behind the scenes where if somebody that you're trying to make an offer for does not accept the contract and you're left with nothing, then you're going to say, all right, go ahead, Shedeur. What is playing out? What are they trying to say? Let the week play out. Bruh, if you haven't figured out who you got in your daggone locker room, and since the announcement was made and he moved to Cleveland and started shaking hands with those high schoolers and putting in the work, you know this young man works hard. What are y'all trying to do? I don't get it and I don't understand it. Like, bro, what is left to do? What do y'all want Shedeur to do? Like, I understand the behind the scenes stuff. He's doing something y'all see we don't see. I mean, can he even read at this point? Can Shedeur? Oh, let me make sure my people are not trying to come on here and talk with me. Oh, yeah. Did I even ask y'all can come on here? Y'all can come on here, yo. Let's put this up. Join tlplive@gmail.com. Join tlplive@gmail.com. That is the email you're going to email if you want to come onto this show here and talk with me, even though we don't have that much time. And then my Cash App is also right there for those of y'all who want to bless the kid. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate it. It's $ TLP Sports Club. I take $10 bills, $100 bills, $1 bills. I like more than $1 though, because $1 is like $1. I like $2. Thank you guys, appreciate it. But yeah, come on here, let's talk. I think I forgot to send out the link to my usuals. Charge it to my head and not my heart. I hadn't gotten enough sleep in a long time, so forgive me. Yeah, man. So I need to ask DC, like, when they're going through like basic training, like the army, the soldier guys, is this what it feels like? Do they make you lack sleep so you can understand like what it feels like when you are when you are a soldier? I think I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I didn't take my butt to sleep. I don't know what I'm talking about. So Peter said that Shedeur even signed the contract with the Browns. Shantae follows with her usual, stat bundles thing. You're our stat bundles. Yes, it was like 4 years, 3.8 mil. But I want to understand, like, if you're not protecting the organization, if you're not doing X, Y, and Z, then at this point, why is it so hard for you to just give Shedeur his due? Like, what else does the young man have to do? And what does he have to prove? What are you looking to see? Berea, Ohio, Cleveland Browns coach Kevin Stefanski on Wednesday was non-committal on whether rookie Shedeur Sanders or practice squad quarterback Bailey Zappi will be the team's backup quarterback in the aftermath of trading Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm sure within that little window, y'all can barely see this. And ain't nobody reading my screen anyway. We just put it up there for fun. You're not going to be reading the screen. You're waiting. You like, Harry B., read that thing. You know I ain't reading that. I'm looking at all those, other channels while I watch you anyway. I ain't reading nothing. Harry B., read that stuff. I do the same thing. I ain't blaming you. Cleveland traded Flacco and a 2026 sixth-round pick to Cincinnati on Tuesday in exchange for a 2026 fifth-round pick, leaving Sanders and fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel as the only quarterbacks on the active roster. However, Stefanski said he would let the week play out and make a decision later when asked about the QB2 role. I think he's really trying to stick it to us. I hate this guy. But is he just a puppet? I'm starting to feel it's just not him. I feel like it's upstairs. It's the leadership. There's no way this guy is doing this. How much more can you? How much more can you make the other people right that says that Dillon Gabriel is your guy, Shedeur Sanders you don't like? Like, what else do we have to do for you to just let us live for a week with all of our videos? Yes, we're going to blow it up. The jersey sales are going to skyrocket. Shedeur's about to be number 2. Like, what else do you want from us? Like, what are they trying to protect? What are you protecting? Like, if we do this right now, I can just think in their wicked little minds. Oh, if we do this right now, they're going to be saying this. All the writers are going to be asking Shedeur questions. Oh, our locker room, we're not going to have no time to prepare. Everybody's going to want to know, when is he going to play? The second that we make him number 2, the next question is going to be, when is he going to play? And yada, yada, yada. They're with your little mind. They can't figure this out. Like, come on, man. What are y'all afraid of? Y'all an organization that's about making money. And money is sitting right there. Yes, he's a bigger figure. Let's read a little bit more. Shantae, I don't know what else they want from me from all of us. Like we're crying out for a little bit of crumb here. Like, give us a little bit of room in your organization. We don't like you already. We hate you. We don't like you, Cleveland Browns and Stefanski. You're the worst. We hate you. But please, can you say you hate him and then you ask him for a little bit of crumb? Yeah, I know. I get it. But I hate you. Just know that. You suck. That's it. We hate you. We hate you. Oh, we hate you. Cleveland, you're the worst and we hate you. You keep telling us to kick rocks and we're telling you to kick rocks, bruh. All of y'all kick rocks. We hate you so much. Take that. Take that. Baby oil. Everything. All roster types. All roster type of things. I got to get back to my professional voice, you know. I always have to be mindful of our players and our players' development, Stefanski said. What the heck does that mean? I mean, bro, come on and say it already. I always have to be mindful of our players and our players' development. Is Dylan Gabriel the only one that has been developed? Or are we just still talking about draft position? You mean Dylan Gabriel is that far ahead of Shedeur's developmental brain? I mean, come on. The guy is 2 feet 9 inches tall. He's the same height as the football. He can't spit over a curve. How much has he done? Okay. How much? He tried to step over a curve. He needs a ladder to get over the curve. And I want to make sure that I'm always doing what's best for our players and, of course, our team. Son. Yo. Hey, sir, we don't even like them a little bit. Yo, sir, we got a joke now, bro. we don't mess around and came up with an inside joke. Not a little bit. Yo, this is like encrypted stuff. I'm trying to read the media thing. I'm trying to see where his mind may be going. I'm trying to figure out where exactly this guy might be coming from. I'm trying to be empathetic. I'm trying to understand it from a business perspective, but there's nothing left. Man, there's nothing left for me to sift through. There's nothing left. I got nothing left. Because you cannot tell me that Shedeur Sanders is this bad. It's almost like in basketball when they used to skip college and go straight to the NBA. So you're thinking there's something that has to develop because he never got that. But Shedeur went to college just like Dylan Gabriel. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, bro, what is the development that you're doing where you won't play this young man? You can't even make him QB number 2 where you're like, I got to be mindful of our players and their development. Bruh, if you haven't figured it out prior to this week, I don't care what you do this week. He ain't going to be ready, bruh. Ain't nothing you're doing this week that's going to tell you that Shedeur Sanders is going to be ready to play. If you ain't figured it out yet. There's nothing. Dylan Gabriel, let's talk about the technical aspects of this thing we're talking about here. Dylan Gabriel is QB number 1. You got to put the entire team behind him. You got to give him enough reps so that he can see different looks. So that means that what you're telling us is that there's not going to be enough reps left over for your third string quarterback for you to prepare him for this week. So I don't care what you're doing. Second string reps are not enough for you to see whatever you haven't seen yet. You're the head coach, my guy. What do you need to see from Sunday until game time the next Sunday? How are you? Are you possibly going to need to see from Shedeur in a 3 to 4 day span for you to say, okay, I'm good enough for him to be QB2? I would be surprised to let you know that if you made him QB2, you ain't do anything different. I would not be surprised to just know that you ain't do nothing different. No, you didn't. This guy is so full of it, man. Ty Smith, man, I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, who cares about the decision, right? Like you're in an organization. You got 2 players now. Only 2 players who are active on the roster. The one is your third stringer. It's a natural progression. Why even make him a third stringer? Why didn't you just put him on the practice squad? Why would you bestow third string quarterback on him when the second string is now first string and he's the only one left? And then you're trying to sell us this bull crap about development now, that you're thinking that Shedeur is going to develop within 4 days of whatever plan you got that has not shown you that he's ready. But in the next 4 days, you're going to take your eyes off of Dylan Gabriel and somehow give enough eyes to Shedeur Sanders for you to now say, I'm ready for him to be QB2. Am I missing something? No, I'm not. I'm not. He's missing something. Will he even be in Cleveland next week? Will he even be around the Browns come the end of this season? Man, I mean, is it your decision or is this something that you're being forced to do? Where the owner himself, who came out and said to us that he wouldn't have chosen Shedeur at all. I mean, is there something going on? Because it was a natural progression. We were just naturally going to say, oh, he's QB number 2. That's it. But then you come out and you're talking about more development, and you're going to see that within a week, and you don't see it yet? So Surf said he would be number 2, Harry, don't worry. Here's the thing. It's not about me being worried that he would be number 2. It's how they're handling this whole thing. Because Shedeur fan base is ready to erupt. Shedeur's fan base is ready to just celebrate. Because this young man has gone through a lot. You've put him through the whole drive slide dance, all right? You put him through all of that public, humiliation. He beat out all of your quarterbacks, right? We saw it clearly. He had one bad game because you set him up. Everybody knows he was the better quarterback, and they said it. They said Shedeur is your number 1 starter, put him in. You said development. You sent out Mary Kay. You sent out some other people to do your dirty work, and you started off with the whole development thing. The brain ain't there yet. His dad did not prepare him. He don't know how to read coverage. He don't know how to do pre-snap stuff. Because when we're trying to figure out, why is that guy standing over there? Why is this guy in motion? Why did he just back up? Can Shedeur handle all of that? Maybe his brain ain't there yet. And I don't know why he's not there yet, but his dad had 8 toes. He was missing just a few toes, and he wasn't ready to put his kid out here in this here NFL world. His brain was not well developed. But Dylan Gabriel, on the other hand, is Hawaiian. And you know that water in Hawaii is just a little different. They drink different kinds of water in Hawaii. Imaki Kau Hawaii. I have no idea if I just cussed out a whole Hawaiian tribe or not. Okay. I tried it. Please forgive me if I just said something bad about your tribe. Okay. Kiki wa Ika. Anyway. But I'm saying, like, we don't have to put Dylan Gabriel down to rise up Shedeur, but we know that Shedeur is better than Dylan Gabriel. I don't care what you say. Oregon, Dan Lanning, Oklahoma, whatever mama, your mama. I don't care. Shedeur's better. He's better than Dylan Gabriel. Okay? So whatever he's missing, he said it himself. He even mommed it himself. He said, I'm ready to play. Look around the daggone NFL. I can do better than that. He told us he was ready. He said, I'm ready now. I believe him. That means that he knows the playbook. That means he got the playbook down and he's ready to execute whatever you tell him to execute. If he says he's ready, then that means he's ready. Do I believe you, Stefanski, that he's not ready? I don't believe you because y'all suck. We don't believe suck people around here. If you suck, we don't think you're good enough for your job. That's just how it goes. If you suck, we think you're making suck decisions too. It's fair to say, right, people in the chat? Hey, sir, don't start another one. Kiki Waika. Don't start another one, sir. Oh, gosh. Can someone tell me if Sanders is getting first team reps? I don't think he is. Kiki Waikiki. Be more. The ones that makes the important decisions don't think so. See, if Kevin Stefanski was putting up W's every week, nobody would be crying for Shedeur. Because then everybody would be like, oh, yo, that dude he's like one of the top, coaches in the NFL. And he's like that right now. He's lighting it up. Even with a sucky team, he's lighting it up. So he knows exactly what he's doing. But you know what we're not going to be? We're not saying, we're not seeing the W's. So our minds as sports fans and fanatics and us simple people out here on these main streets of sports land, we think you suck because your team sucks. You traded quarterbacks because you thought your quarterback sucked. Now he's in Cincinnati, not in Bria no more, right? And guess what? You got the same result because you're the one that made the decision to switch quarterbacks. So when you switch the quarterbacks, we were to naturally think that you had the better brain to say this guy was way better and he's going to give us the spark that we need. So it's natural to say if Dylan Gabriel would have came in and gave you that spark, bada boom, bada bang, would have been like, oh my God, this guy's the smartest guy. But since Dylan Gabriel did exactly the same thing that Joe Flacco didn't score anything past 19 points, guess what? We think you're the problem. We think you're not smart enough to make these decisions, and you are probably going to lose your job. We think you suck. I ain't saying that you don't know what you're doing. I'm just saying how we process out here on these main streets, right? This is how sports fans think. If you're winning, you're one of the smartest people on the earth. If you're losing, it's all your fault, and you're one of the dumbest people on earth. That's just how the world works in sports, okay? I literally told you that Joe Flacco was not the reason and that you were still going to cut him and you were going to bench him. And guess what you did? You listened to me. You benched him. I told you he was not the reason, but you still benched him. And you put in Dylan Gabriel, and Dylan Gabriel is still not the guy. You're making all these decisions. Your guy that's supposed to win you games, that's supposed to be better, Then Joe Flacco, the reason why you bench Joe Flacco because he was throwing mad interceptions, even though your daggone wide receivers are butterfingers and they suck just like your entire organization. You made the decision of bringing Dylan Gabriel, who is supposed to be better, but he ain't no better. You got the same results. So the only thing we got left to say is that maybe it's you. Maybe you suck. Maybe you stink, Stefanski. That's just how it works out here. You give me no other reasons. You give me no other choice. And the fact that you're doing this to Shedeur, you will not give him an inch. And you know that young man is playing, he's putting in work. And you keep saying, you keep using these code words, development. You've already had Mary Kay out there, development. Dylan Gabriel is like a computer. Computers don't play football. They just make bets. Computers don't throw touchdowns. They just analyze. Computers are not good at anything outside of a microchip. I'm spitting bars right now. I need you to listen. Computers are not good for anything but doing math faster than us. Algorithms. But when you put them in the real world, you need to find power. Where you going to plug it? The batteries runs out. If it's too hot, and God forbid if it's lithium, it dies quick. If it's too cold, and God forbid it's lithium, it dies quick. I know this stuff. I'm a techie. But yet, you put your computer in, and he did exactly what computers are supposed to do. The status quo. We're trying to tell you, you got another guy in there that has the computer, and he got raw talent. But code words, development. I'm always thinking about our players. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about our players. I don't know no more, guys. At this point, like, we were supposed to get Shedeur, like it was supposed to be a natural progression, and we didn't get that. So now we just got to figure out. We just got to just say, okay, man, just do whatever you're gonna do, because Shedeur ain't gonna be a Browns for that much longer. That 4-year contract, we're gonna tear that sucker up. Let them know. No intuitive imagination. Your AI. There's only one AI that we respect, and that's Iverson. You feel what I'm saying? Did you hear about the story? I listen to Air One, AIR, the number one. Try it. Just ask the talkie thinkies that are in your house and say, play Air One. I heard this story on Air One. It said that AI, that these people use AI for their vacation, and they got this elaborate vacation, including directions and pictures and everything, and they literally follow exactly what the AI said them, and that place did not exist. I said, we got to be careful. AI is only taking what we're giving it to get better. Okay? Those drawers are taking what we say. The reasons why they got all these things that are talking in our houses and listening to us is because they're trying to gather data on how we move and how we process things, the arguments we have, the things we buy, the things we talk about, right? If you got Alexa or you got your cell phone that listens to you, Siri, and you got all these listening devices, you think they only listen to you when you say their name? That is a fallacy. That is an incorrect thing. They're always listening. Your phone, your computer, everything is listening. I ain't trying to be no, all right? I ain't trying to be no conspiracy theorist, but I'm trying to tell you these things are always listening. And the reason why they're listening is because they're collecting data to make sure that AI gets better, all right? And eventually they're going to start selling us things from the data that they've collected. And the data that they're collecting, they're also collecting it and they're selling it online through the dark webs. They can't make it available right away. They got to sell it through the dark web so that companies can continue to develop the things that they're developing that eventually are going to take over your job. You're welcome. All right. The Browns have had 11 starting quarterbacks in the last 10 years. At this point, I don't want to see 12 play for the Browns. Get the blank out. Thank you for saying blank. I didn't want to be forced to read that. Yeah, man. So, dude, I mean, we've been quoting stats, you know. Wild Dog says I keep my cell phone mic off and my camera is covered. Yeah, good luck. We all need good luck. All right, so yeah, man, I don't know where we go from here because Shedeur's fan base is a big fan base. All right, we're coming from Colorado, we're coming from Prime, Jackson State. We're here. The world is ready to just go bonkers for Colorado. Colorado's quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, and week after week, and when we're ready to celebrate, this guy just says no. B. Moore says we would rather lose with Dylan than put that other kid out there. Are you saying that you are a Cleveland fan with the name B. Moore? You are a Cleveland fan and that's how y'all are feeling? Let me know so I can, me and you can have beef. So I can just tell y'all more how much we hate y'all. Because when I say I don't want to misinterpret what you're saying, maybe you're saying that's what they're thinking. But at least we can create some type of, friendly beef. I can just tell you how much I hate y'all again. Because I do. Come on, B. Moore. Give me something to work with. Are you a true diehard Cleveland fan with the name B. Moore? I'll wait. I'll keep my eyes out for you. I want to know your answer because I want a fun internet beef. Because at least I want to put a name to who I'm hating. Because I truly hate Cleveland. Lord have mercy. Terrible, terrible organization. Worst football team out there. Worst. This ain't making sense. I would love for it to make sense, but at this point, we're not looking for sensible stuff to glean on no more. We don't care. We don't care no more. Do whatever you're gonna do. Shedeur ain't gonna be with y'all for long. And if he plays, I hope he stinks on purpose. Like, stink it up. Throw ducks, interceptions, just give it to the guy. Like, say hike, take the ball, and walk it over to a defender and just put it in his hands. And be like, and then do the mime. Like, seriously. At this point, we don't care about y'all. Like, who cares about Cleveland? We don't care no more. They're not, Peter. They're not even the Clippers of the NFL. They're not. The Clippers win games, and they were not even that far off from doing something serious. The Clippers are not that bad. So I don't even think, man, who used to be really bad in the NBA? I don't even know a really bad team anymore. It used to be their Cavaliers until LeBron James, and then until recently, Man, everything in Cleveland sucks. If you really look at it, everything in Cleveland like really sucks, bro. Like the Cavaliers were really bad, like bad. God dang. What? So yeah, man. So us as Shedeur fans, we're gonna be patient because we know who we got. We know who Shedeur is, and we understand his skill set. We know that he's trying to develop. We know that he's gonna do his thing eventually. We're praying that it's not with Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like, take your talent and go use it somewhere with a better team, with a good team that at least will have respect for you and really start treating you like the way you need to be treated, not with this nonsense. We know why. We understand and know why Shedeur is moving the way he's moving, because if they try to sabotage him, they're not going to get the last word, because he's like, okay, at least I'm in the NFL and people know what I'm capable of. And as soon as I get out of this web of craziness, as soon as they let me out of this thing, I know what I'm going to be able to do. But he needed to get his foot in. The CFL and other outside leagues was not it, because you can get hurt, something happened, and then all of a sudden you're looking like, Ian Maliava over there, and all of a sudden then you're like, yeah. Once upon a time, people were talking about my NFL prospects, but then you got to beat, Penn State in order for people to start thinking that you're even decent anymore. So it's like, you don't want to take the wrong route. He already made some decisions that I don't think were good decisions. You should have definitely taken the Ravens job. You would have been playing. You should have definitely went to Philadelphia, where people would have treasured you. Jalen Hurts ain't playing forever. Lamar Jackson ain't playing forever. At least start your career with the right organization. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But hey, man, Shedeur, we got you out here, bro. We out here. We're just waiting. We're the fan base. We are the channels. We're the hybrid Colorado versus Cleveland channels, and we ready to move with you. So whatever they do, bro, just hold your head up, Shedeur. Bro, hold your head up, bro. Because at the end of the day, we know. Who knows? All right, lastly, it's 8:30. I should have been done already. It's 8:30. Let's talk a little bit about this clip that I pulled on it from the internet. Is Colorado cooked? I finally got to the third subject. Is Colorado the college football? Y'all remember Colorado? Do y'all remember Colorado, the football team? I think Love Move said the other day that that Colorado, the light is off at Colorado. Shante said who? Shante, you better stop it. All right, don't play your. He said who? Man, I ain't done a Colorado video in forever. I'm like, dang, am I ever going to do another Colorado video? I don't know. I definitely want to work on a show, man. I want to do a show, and I'll talk about that later. Let me not let the cat out the bag. Not just yet. I'll tell y'all later. But let's watch this together. Let's do like a little, live reaction, and then I'm up out of here. Because I got to...
We're in a fight with ourselves. We're in a fight with ourselves. We're in a fight with ourselves. You have to fight against this. Losing is bad. You have to fight to get out of losing. It takes more. It takes more to get out of losing than it does to win. And you have to fight. You have to fight yourself. You got to continue to battle within to make sure that you do the things that you're supposed to do in order to give yourself a chance to win, because winning is something that you don't deserve. You don't deserve to win. Just by practicing, you don't get to win. You go out there, you have to take wins.
So are they fighting themselves? Is that how y'all see it out there? Are they fighting themselves? Are they in a fight with themselves? Wild Dog, I saw your email. Are they in a fight? Is Colorado fighting themselves? Because if Colorado was terrible, you would see the scoreboard would be lit up, like they would be trashed. But Colorado's not getting trashed. I think Colorado can win out. The Big 12 is not running away with nothing. Colorado can actually win out. I think they're good enough. You can spread the blame. You can literally spread the blame out. It's not just one thing that's happening. I know I've been teasing Coach Prime about his timeouts and all in his window microphone and stuff, but it's not totally Coach Prime's fault. The dude got 8 toes, bro, and he's like hurting on the sideline. So God bless him. And then having another, having to go back to the hospital, have surgeries and blood clots. Like at this point, man, you just feel bad for the guy. You just want him to like, man, I know you want the dream, but I really would like for you to be healthy. And maybe the stress is too much, bro. Maybe you're putting too much on yourself and it's just like the stress is too high. So the blame can go around. But is Colorado cooked? Because at this point, if you look at how many games they have left, it doesn't look like they're going to win that many more games. And I understand that you lost, some big talent. Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, and BJ Green, and, the block bully. I mean, that was a special team. I ain't going to hold you, bro. But, man, when Coach Prime has said, Ty Smith said they're overcooked, they're burnt. When Coach Prime said overall this is a better team, I don't know if I can agree with that, but I think they're pretty good. I can see the reasoning why he would say that this is a better team. I can see the reasoning. But it would be a better team if they had player leadership like they did last year. It would be a better team if they had some hungry hyenas who took losing personal. Because I think some of those guys are just on the team and they're getting personal stats. But nobody's really stepping up to let us know that they really want this. Every week is just the same thing. It's the same old C-mode. They come and play good in the first half. The second half, they go to bed. So I don't know that it's a better team. You can't necessarily say that's a better team because the last team, you had some hungry hyenas on that team that took things personal. Shedeur for sure was not about to come and let you, just beat up on him in his own house, or he for sure wasn't going to allow you to come up in here and he's going to put a certain amount of points on and then let you come back and beat him. Neither was BJ Green, neither was the block bully. The block bully was taking on 3 people all by himself. That Nigerian dude was like, all right, bro, I've had enough pounded yams. Y'all can have fun with that one. I've had enough pounded yams to where I'm going to take all of y'all on. Do they have that this year? I don't think they do. So they're not a better team, but they can play. They're a good team. So, 77 Jordan Cena, he can't do it all by himself. It's like you went from like having like straight up a good 8, 9 guys, solid guys, to like 1. Black Bully should have stayed for the grad year. I don't know where he's at right now, bro. And his size, I knew his size was always going to do him in. How strong he is. And like, dang, his size was not NFL prototype. So maybe he goes through the, CFL, goes somewhere professional, and then like prove himself. Maybe a practice squad and go dominate over there, and then bring him up. I don't know, man, but I would love to see the Black Bully, that Nigerian dude, get his day, man. That would be nice. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I don't know that Colorado is cooked. I feel like Coach Prime is dealing with health issues. Coach Prime is dealing with a lot, and it's tough when you're dealing with health, and then he has other things that he does, and football is not his only girl. That's a big problem. Football is Dan Lanning's only girl. Football is there's so many coaches that I feel like football is their only girl. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? When you got too many girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to spread that Christmas money. We got too many girls, you know what I'm saying? You got to spread the knowledge. And don't tell me what else you're going to spread to. Yeah, y'all better leave that alone. Let me get up out of here before I come and say something. Oh. Wild Dog said, last I heard, Black Bully returned to Boulder. He has a family, bro. Yeah, but I mean, he got a family, but bro, that NFL money is sweet, bro. I know him; he's probably smart, but that NFL money is smart. I mean, we can use Dan Lanning to cooking the eggs. Here we go. it's about to be on. Yeah, man, we can use Dan Lanning for examples, because you know that dude, that that's all he got. That's his only girl, and he's gunning for a championship. Like, he wants Eugene to have a championship, bro. You can tell. You can feel it, man. And that kind of thing, it affects everybody around you and everything around you. When you got too much going on and all you're doing is just quotings, like a bunch of quotes here and there. The quotes are good, but people need to feel that as you. You sleep this thing, you breathe this thing. It's not enough to just be afar and throwing quotes around. The quotes can only motivate you but so much. These young men need to know that you really locked in all the way. And Coach Prime's health is not going to allow him to lock in all the way. I mean, if you count the days he's been in Boulder, like, he ain't been there. So it's real tough, man. It's real tough to see that this happening to Coach Prime, because I'm predicting. I said, Coach Prime, like, yeah, man, he's gonna really bring some championships to Boulder. But at this point, man, I'm just more worried about his health, man. Like, man, go get healthy, bro. Go take a break. The stress is too much for you, homie. Man, the stress is a lot. All right, guys. So that's another show for, again. I'm glad to come up here and guys and continue to build with you guys. Wild Dog, thanks for coming through. Peter Investor, thanks for coming through. Todd Smith, thanks for coming through. Shantae, I appreciate you. Let me make sure I get everybody in. DC Carson Music, I appreciate you. Oh, Janice Smith, I didn't see you in there. Surfer Boy 3000. CJ, B More never answered me. B More is probably busy. He's like, I'm up out of here. All right, guys. So I will see y'all on the next show. Yeah, man. I hope to, like, I think I got. People say if you do it 3 days in a row, or you do something 3 times, like the 3, like it kind of goes. So I keep praying that I will have enough energy at the end of my shift at the 9 to 5. At this point, it's not even 9 to 5. It's like 9 to 7, 9 to 8, or no, flipping the other way around, right? It's like 10 or 11 to 5. Like, for real, they're killing me out here. But you got to do what you got to do. If I can do it, this is how I started the show off. If I can do it, come off my 9 to 5 and work on my YouTube channel, you can work on whatever. Do you want to bake cakes? You can bake a cake. Do you want to sell t-shirts? You can start that t-shirt line. What is it that you want to do? You want to preach in the streets? When you get off of work, park your car on the corner. Make sure you take your Bible and take your microphone, like that karaoke machine thing that you're going to talk through. Make sure you put it in the trunk and go 30 minutes. Say the word of God. God will bless you for it. He'll be like, I know you ain't got a lot of time, but at least you gave me that 30 minutes. And you said, God is good all the time. All the time. God is good. Somebody heard about Jesus. Is that what you want to do? Find a way to do something. If I can do it, so can you. Guys, man, stay blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? We are each other's help. We are each other's crutch. If you see somebody that needs to be blessed, be a blessing. God bless you. I'm up out of here. I'll see y'all on the next one, whenever that's going to be. Maybe tomorrow, God willing. Love y'all. God bless you. Thank you. Raw G, what it do, what it is, homie. Thank you, Shantae. Y'all take care, man. I'm out.